Hey guys, apparently our ancestors in the third dimension have won the war against the cabal in Earth, and they're going to be coming. They're going to show up, and there will be a big disclosure from the world government. They have to tell people that the true creators, of God, these our ancestors, God, and is coming to Earth. Okay, so they're not gonna spin that lie. Continue telling people that we've been invaded, because they cannot do that because you already lost. They have to just tell people the truth. Okay, and the 144,000 will take their place within the earth. They're the one who's going to inherit the earth. You know what I'm saying? All kingdom is going to collapse. Oh, not collapse, transition out, and they're all going to be under one ruler. 144,000 are going to, be under one ruler. But we will not oppress people. We will not, force our belief or value on anybody. But we'll teach them, a way of life, the true way of life, God way of life, not what's happening now. I posted this long video yesterday, and I told you what's going on, and the enemy doesn't like it, I'm pretty sure, but I don't really care. I'm not here to please them. And not knowing now they are lost this war, it's kind of assuring, it's to hear something like that happening. I knew it's going to happen because, remember, I posted a video a long time ago when I told you, God told me not to worry, you're on time. You're not going to miss anything and stuff. Because I was wondering if I'm going to miss anything, Because I told you this is my nature. I don't want to miss anything. I want to make sure I'm there on time. I want to be in the know. I don't want to miss anything. And God told me, don't worry. You not going to miss it. Like he was talking to me directly. He told me that not to worry. You are not going to miss it. Okay? And, sometimes I had doubts, yes. You get, because you don't see things happening around you. So there is no signs that something happening. But in heaven, there's a war in heaven. In the third dimension, there's a war. Again, it's the cabal and the ruler of the earth. And they are finally losing the war, and they've lost the war, And I'm going to link some videos you guys can watch. And it will tell you, because a lot of spiritual healers and are posting videos about what's going on, because when they channel our ancestor bloodlines and our creator and the divine forces, they tell them things. They tell them what's going on, and basically they cannot keep this lie anymore. They cannot keep this, a drag of, ill intention toward people and making people believe one thing and reality something else happening, And also there would be a lot of activation happening within the DNA of humanity, and those DNA activation are associated with solvent energy and manifestation. Telepathy is one, and so we'll not be able to kind of, lie about anything, because we could read each other and stuff like that. It will be an open book kind of thing. But that would be happening, you know what I mean? People who have judged us or oppressed us for many years now, being in this program, will be judged. Okay? just the reality of things. These people made their own choice. You made your own choice. Now you made that bed. You have to lay in it. Nobody made you do something you don't want to do. It's all by choice, and you just made the wrong choice, But anyhow, that was going to happen, and I spoke about the people on top have bunkers, have underground bases, have things under the ocean and stuff. In the mountains, they've been building for these bunkers for a long time. Elon Musk, he has built this massive bunker in an island near Hawaii, and he pretty much bought he built a whole city underground. And why you have to go underground? What's coming? What these people on top in the know about what's coming. Why you have to hide? Now you're all acting all cocky on TV, acting like God Almighty, you are, now everybody's going underground. Why you have to? You don't have to. Stick around, Pele, just keep this game going. Because what's coming cannot be stopped. They know what's coming cannot be stopped. That's why they prepared for it for a long time. Okay? Judgment upon us. Everybody who have done anything wrong, your neighbor, your landlord, your boss, your co-workers, your family, your friends, anybody who are a part of your suffering will be judged. You know what I'm saying? And that's what God says. Told me yesterday. I told you what God says. It was the day before, sorry. The story about Cain and Abel? Cain killed Abel. And God told me the seed of Cain is going to be judged. So that one made me think. I thought about it for a second and I said, wait a minute, they're brothers, right? They're brother because Cain killed Abel. But it made me realize they're not brother by bloodline. You understand? So one of them have a different father and a different mother. So maybe one, their father is the same and their mother different, or their mother is the same and their father is different. So that's why when God told me the bloodline of Cain is going to be judged. So it made me think because I'm so they're brothers, but they're not. They don't have, I believe they don't have the same father. So that's why out of jealousy, Cain killed Abel out of jealousy. Cain was the jealous one. So what made me think is his father was different. Basically, his father, they are related. Remember I told you there are a third of us? Their father are the cursed bloodline. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay? Just kind of, it didn't take me long to think about it, and I was like, oh, okay, this is what it meant. Because if God is going to punish the entire seed, wouldn't it be Abel's seed also would be, because Abel has brothers, sisters, that the seed is still continued. Because these are only two brothers in the family, but they still have other brothers and sisters, right? So, so made me think they may not be by blood, and that's what's going on. That God says the entire seed will be punished. Okay, basically they're what they've done. I believe this seed continued to do things to humanity and hurt people and stuff, and that why God is not playing with you, and like enough is enough, that's what God had enough of them, because when people refused to stop and when they do wrong, things, what, everything could be forgiven, okay? But shedding of innocent blood will never be forgiven. If you kill somebody who has not done anything, you will not be forgiven for that, because that person have not harmed anyone, have not done anything. They were just treated unjustly, was killed, or for something they have no control over, That's the shedding of innocent blood. But if you kill somebody and they get you get caught, and then they, hang you or give you a death penalty, you've done something in return. You know what I mean? So that one is justified. It's justified to do it when you do something like that. Shedding of the innocent blood is forbidden. It's forbidden all across the board. Okay? And yeah, so that's what's going to happen. I'm going to link some videos to tell you what's going on in the comment section. You can watch it, and just kind of rejoice. You know what I mean? The end of our suffering is coming to an end. Is going to happen. You just have to wait. Things are manifesting. Our ancestors are in the third dimension. In the spirit world, they're like battling it, with these people, and we stayed, on our position. We did not. I hope a lot of you still stayed in a good side, did not really join the wicked forces, you know what I mean? Because if you did, this is what's coming for you, you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta stay put. Do not be swayed or, to join anyone, We fought so hard, and we just have to do it a little bit longer, okay? And so that's something to celebrate, all right? Okay, so look at the videos in the comment section. I hope this helps.